Hey guys, it's me. The story in the day because I was there in the day. So this is the one about Lee. Lee was about 14 and he used to hang around with he used to be a glass collector. He used to be in the fountain. He used to go in there. All the Dorman used to always go in there on a Saturday and Sunday and have a drink. And he used to go in. He used to make them all laugh. And he was only 14, 15, 14 I think he was. And he used to glass collect and stuff. And anyway, he's in there. All the lads are in there. There's like Ducko, there's people, my friend like Sean, and I want to say his name, Fairley. Like you won't mind me saying his name. Some of them I don't want to be known because they're family men and that now. Who was in there, and John Pickard, lovely lad from Redcar, big lad John. He went the door. He lovely because Lee always used to make him laugh. So Lee's come in on like a little motorbike thing, you know, them plastic pigs they called them. He's riding around, and then the thing comes in the pub. In and out the doors and all that, and all the door, and they're laughing their heads off with him. And he's having to laugh at them, saying, "Get that out of here!" You know, the woman who was the manager or the manageress or whatever. So the next minute, he took the bike out and he's coming in, he's laughing and joking that. And Ducko, he was like he was the head doorman at the place in the town centre where he worked. And he was a top fighter, Ducko. He's one of them people that hit you with a big fucking right hand, he'd knock you clean out. He was a really top fighter, a bit older than me. My other mate, Brian, he was his friend. So anyway, Lee's doing daft things, joking that, and he said, I wish I could sing like Ducko, because Ducko was a really good singer. He was talking like that. He said, what about fight like? And he said, I'll be able to beat him in the future, don't worry about that, I'll be better than him. He said, no messing about. He was only 14, 15. So anyway, they're having a laugh in the pub and all that. Anyway, the police come in. Is Lee Duffy coming in here? They went, no. Then he went to sneak him out the back. He's got up at the back of the stairs or whatever he's got up and hid in the place. The cops are looking all over him anyway. He said, who's that motorbike out there? I said, don't know. He said, I've never seen anyone on a motorbike out there. Which one? He said, there's this one out here. And they went out and showed him a motorbike. He said, I don't know. He said, we've been here just drinking, officer, nothing to do with us. I said, Lee, come back down. He was talking. He said, one day I'm going to be the best fighter in this town. I'm going to be able to beat everyone. I'm going to be able to do it like cocky, only 14, 15-year-olds. And so anyway, one day, he was in this other pub down the town. And my mate Big Sean worked there. And there was quite a few of the lads. I think, what else worked there? I'm trying to think now. There was like the Ducko worked there. He was the head doorman. And there was a few of the lads worked there. John worked there, my mate. And there was another, not John, that one, a different kid. Anyway, he stood on this, he's inside, he's glass collecting. And as he's inside glass collecting, he said, wish I could get a job as a doorman. He says to the bloke, he's about 15 now, 15 and a half. It's about a year and a half later, maybe. He's about 15 and a half. So he's in there going, I wish I could get a job in the door. I could do it. I could fight better than them, and I could do this and that. He's always cocksure with himself, because he used to box with Marty Turner. You see, Marty Turner was the trained Cornelius Carr, who was a world champion, who fought top fighters. Like, he fought Collins only beat him on points, but Collins said that night he got beat. The better man beat me. He also beat Eubanks as a junior, I think it was, and he beat, I think it was Nigel Benn. So this is the calibre of Cornelius Carr, world champion, middleweight, brilliant fighter, lovely lad. So anyway, he was in that stable with them, and Lee used to box with them in there, Matty Turner's gym. He also used to box with John Dryden in the Welly. John Dryden let them go in there, and he wouldn't ever, John Dryden and them, and Matty Turner wouldn't let him get it with his mischief in the gym, you know. They would tell them straight, old school. And he used to stay with John Black. He used to stay at Queen Street with John Black, because his dad had a fight with him through layout. But he's a little bastard, to tell you the truth. So he went and stayed with John, and he wouldn't mind me saying that, my brother up there, the little get he was. And he got kicked out, so he had nowhere to say. So John Black took him in. Now, John Black used to teach me to box. John was a brilliant trainer. He had him on the pads. I used to like to punch the pads like Lee was the same. He used to like to have the pads and punch them so you could hear the bags go boom, 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 the pads, you know, the noise. And John would do that and move his hands back, and Lee would go, oh, stop pulling your hand back. And I used to do the same. John said, I'm not standing here, Brian did that. You 17 stone, him 20 odd stone, throwing punches at these pads, take my arms off, and my shoulders being bad later on. I've done the same when I was with Richie Horsley Company, went on the pads at the back with my other pal, Julian Davies, and he had me on the pads punching. Richie went, fucking hell, by the power's unreal there. And the lad said that, he was doing the same. He said, my arms are killing me when he come off, and his shoulders, because I was hitting them that hard. And another one who was another friend of Richie's, who was, I can't remember his name now, he was taking Richie in the pads in Richie's house, in the Alton Manor. And Richie went, he said, do you want to go over? And he said, I went on there and I started boxing. And later on, a couple of months later, I bumped into him again. He went, hey, it's me. You remember when I took you on the pads with Richie? I went, oh, yeah. How's he doing? He said, oh, yeah, he's sound. He said, I knew you could fight. As soon as you started moving around and you were hitting the pads, he said, I had to keep pulling my hands back. The power was that big on you, the way you were hitting the pads. So Lee Duffy used to say to me, he used to love to hit the pads hard and keep the person hold the pads still. But when you pull it back, your power doesn't feel, you don't feel the power, you know, but you still got that power. But anyway, Lee has got in his head now, this other glass collector's turned around and said, just ask for a job. Ask for a job and see what happens. So Lee's going to ask for a job. So he's getting his cell phone and all that and this. So I'm going to leave this part now. I'll let you come to part 2 to see what happens in the next one. I'm a bit of a teaser here for you guys. So that's part 1. Lee Duffy going to be a doorman. So what happens next?